guys, it's Modern Pharaoh with my first YouTube video live over here. What I'm going to talk about today is going to be the relationship between Islam and secularism, and if you can in fact be a Muslim and secular at the same time, and secularism in Egypt as well. As many of you know by now, I'm politically secular, and my religion, alhamdulillah, is Islam. In Egypt right now, we're seeing two sides of the coin. We're seeing people leaning towards the Islamic right, and then we're seeing also a very strong secular movement as well. Many are going to try to tell me that you can't be Muslim and secular at the same time. Obviously, I'm going to have to disagree with those people, because people could interpret things very differently from one person to another. Some people even mix secularism and atheism. That's definitely wrong. Secularism does not have anything to do with atheism. يعني اللي يقول لي إن العلماني ده ملحد automatically ده غلطان. Secularism ده سياسة. الدين دين. To me, Islam is my religion. It's my way of life. It's the way I treat people. It's my prayer, my zakah, my fasting, the way I carry myself, etc. العلمانية سياسة. Secularism is politics. الدين دين, and religion is religion. Secularism to me is purely a political concept. Believe me, if I thought that right now any Muslims could even come close to the first 5 Khalifas, radiallahu anhum, I would say, and I think many in the world would say, let's bring the Khalifas back. But this is not going to happen. Since the first 5 Khalifas, no one has truly been able to be fair enough to have a purely Islamic state. Umar ibn al-Khattab, radiallahu anhu, there's a story known about him. He was the second Muslim Khalif. And when he found out that some Muslims demolished a church and built a mosque instead of it, he was furious. And he made the people who built the mosque change it into a brand new and even bigger church. Because he was a pious Muslim, he understood the concept of coexistence in Islam, of tolerance. Do you really think we'd have anyone like this now? Do you really think in this day and age we would have anyone fair enough, like the first 5 Khalifas? It's impossible. Would end up being controlled by some sheikhs who interpret Islam according to their own ways. What's wrong according to their own wishes. And we'd lose all freedom and everything. We'd be controlled by them. What I'm saying is the Islamic model is a perfect model that preaches coexistence, tolerance, human rights, and equality. But the problem is no one can implement it correctly nowadays. So this brings us to the next option, which would be secularism. Again, to me, secularism is purely political. It has nothing to do with your religion, as long as the laws of your government, of your secular government allow you to practice your religion freely and openly, and they do not offend or encroach on your religion or beliefs, then secularism is the perfect model. The issue is also that many people have different interpretations of Islam. I've heard from scholars who have said that now, in this day and age, conservative Muslims are actually more conservative than they were during the Prophet's days. And of course, obviously, the liberal ones are way more liberal. يعني one side عندنا الرقصات والبikini, وone side عندنا المنقبات والستات اللي بتقول لك صوت المرأة عورة ومش عارف ايه والكلام ده. Unfortunately, we have both extremes. We forgot that the middle road is the best way to be. خير الأمور الوسط, as our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. Some fanatical Muslims nowadays, they take things to the extreme. I mean, next they're going to tell us that laughing is haram. Obviously, those are not Islamic practices. I sure don't want to be under one of those people's rule. I'd rather have a secular government, as we pretty much do now in Egypt, where I can make my own religious choices. And if I want to be conservative or if I want to be liberal or in the middle, I can be. At the end, God is the one that's going to judge me, and He's going to judge me, and I'm going to be the one who pays for my sins, and I'm the one that's going to be judged, no one else. Again, I'm stressing, atheism is not associated with secularism, okay? Secularism is not against religion. I'm also sure some seculars out there will tell you that the state should have nothing to do at all with religion, and they're 100% against religion. I look at those people as being a little bit also fanatic on the secular side. Just like we have Muslims that are going to tell you there's no way you can be a secular and a Muslim at the same time. Obviously, those people, to me, I consider them also fanatics and closed-minded. Secularism is not against religion, and it's not against everything that has to do with God. If you view it that way, that's your problem, and you need to educate yourself and broaden your mind a little bit. I'm a proud Muslim Egyptian who believes secularism is the only answer. لا للإخوان، لا لكل الكلام ده. العلمانية هي الحل. وإن شاء الله Egypt is going to have a purely secular government, because we have actually not had a purely secular government yet. The closest thing was probably Saad al-Zaghlul's government, Al-Wafd, in 1919 during the real Egyptian revolution. It's my first YouTube video. I'm done, and hopefully you liked it. And see you again soon. Please comment, rate,